Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 6075 Cord Lane Southeast here in Salem. We're located at the rear of the home, just outside the patio here. We have a 3-inch ABS cleanout as our point of access. We're going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. We currently have water running. Here we go. And it looks like it transitions immediately upon access here over to... It looks like it's remaining 3-inch. I'm not seeing a whole lot in the way of diameter change there, but it looks like 3-inch PVC pipe here, right out of the gate. And we zeroed the camera counter out right here at the base of the cleanout. This will be our point of access, what we'll refer to as the point of access there. We'll take a look at this joint here on the way out. It's showing some signs of separation there. Oh, this might be it looks like possibly the end of the line right here. We'll do some locates to verify we just hit a Y connection. There's likely some type of easement. Usually when they hit an actual main lateral connection, you'll have a T connection, not a Y. We're going to run this out a little further. This likely... Without locating, I think this may go to the back fence line and then start shooting out to the side street. So we'll push all the way out here to make sure all the ends of the line here are looking good. But given that we have a Y connection there, I would pull records to find out how responsibility is divvied up. It's obviously looks like it's being shared with a neighbor, possibly more than that. Oh, we have another Y here. Now this is where I'm going to stop. I'm going to do some locates to find out where we're at here exactly. And it looks like it did transition at some point. I'll keep my eye out on the way back, but we might be in 6-inch pipe at this point. This is definitely a larger diameter pipe we're coming into here. It looks like a main lateral. All right, located the camera head successfully, and the line does end up going out to the main lateral. It's the side street, or the street directly to the left of this home. Kind of the main road. Does not go out to the front. And I can't find the street name. That might also be Cord Lane. I know that the road this house actually sits on is like a private drive. Anyway, goes out to the side street there. It's all drained out at this point. There's a decent chance that the fact that we've already hit one Y connection already, that the pipe we're in currently may not even be the responsibility of the homeowner at all. But given this does not just do a straight shot out the front to the street, I would... If you're interested in it, you can look into finding out how responsibility is divvied up. Usually, the way these work is that your responsibility, at least solely the homeowner, terminates at that first Y connection. Once you hit that, you're shared with some other house or multiple houses. Now, really, at this point, there's just one joint here in particular I want to take a look at. It looks like it has slipped from the Fernco. I'm going to locate just to see where this Y connection is here. The Y connection here is only about maybe 1.5 feet beyond the concrete pad back here. There may be some type of easement contract on property or something of that nature. That's running actually through the backyard, not up against the fence line like they often are. Now this joint here, it has slipped. Unfortunately, I can't see the right side of the pipe there, but that black color showing through is the rubber Fernco that secures this joint together. And it's pulled apart a fair amount. A lot of times you'll get a little bit, 1/4 inch of separation. It's not a big deal. This is pulled apart by, it looks like at least 1 inch, if not 1.5 inches. And so you're getting close to, obviously it doesn't look like it's pulled apart completely. It does appear to still be sealed off to the ground with the view we have. I mean, for all I know, if you were able to look off to the right side of the screen, there could be more separation there. We just don't get a view of that. So anyway, I'm inclined whenever there's this much separation to recommend a repair. At this point, it looks like it is still sealed off to the ground with the view that we have here. We can't see the whole joint. But these only have so much overlap. And if it's done all the settling and movement it's going to, may not be a huge deal, but for me to not recommend a repair on it would be a liability issue, so I do have to do that. But as you can see, we still have good flow past this point. We have no debris collecting, and as far as I can tell here, it looks like it is still sealed off from the ground. As much as this is moved, though, if it shifts for any other reason, you could be pretty quickly opened up to the ground here. And right here, I'm trying to get the camera situated just right. This thing might be just about ready to pull free from the Fernco. There's a little bit of a ledge there. If you're not familiar with how Ferncos look, may not mean a whole lot to you, but right here, just past this first joint where the white pipe meets that black color, there looks like there's an edge that's visible. It's not just smooth, continuous rubber there. If that's the case, if we're looking at the edge of it, then this pipe is basically completely disconnected. It might still be barely butted up against it, sealing it off, but it's dang close. So for that reason, I am going to recommend a repair here. The line is still functioning as far as getting debris from point A to point B, but we have the issue of a joint here that's very close to separating and opening up to the ground. And it's possible it already is. We just can't see the whole circumference of that joint there. I'm going to put a marking down on the ground here. Alright, I have put a marking down, and luckily we're actually beyond the concrete pad here. I was thinking this might actually be under the concrete, but it's about 2 feet out from the edge of the concrete pad here. It's 6 feet deep, though. It's actually down there a little ways further than I thought it would be. I do recommend a spot repair to correct that. Alright, we're about to reel the camera out of the line here. We do have good flow all the way to the main lateral. That joint there, I without doing soil testing or digging down to it, there's no way for me to verify that it is or isn't, open to the ground or not. It looks like it's dang close. What it looks like to me right now is that the pipe is butted up right against the edge of the Fernco. It looks like it's slipped pretty much completely out of it. It may still be just barely sealed off to the ground, but it's enough there that I do recommend fixing it. But the line is functioning properly. As far as as long as that's not letting water escape, it's kind of hard to say. But as far as getting debris from point A to point B and water, I don't see obvious signs that water is escaping there. Although this pad back here has done a little bit of sinking, it looks like. But that white marking there in the bark dust, that's where the joint is at that's separated. And this pad right here has done some settling and is dipping down towards that repair. So it's potential that you could have water escaping there. I have no way to confirm that, but sometimes you will get sinking concrete around spots where water might be escaping the line and can cause hydro erosion. That's pure speculation. I have no way of verifying that, but it does happen from time to time. Either way, I recommend that be repaired. Again, it's at 6 feet deep, marked with white paint. The rest of the line we just scoped there is in good shape. We scoped all the way out to the main, and you could look into how responsibilities divvied up. There's a decent chance that only about the first 13 feet of the line we scoped there is homeowner responsibility. Everything after that is going to be a shared situation. And if you do a repair, make sure a rescope gets done to make sure the repair was done correctly. A lot of these issues happen at the time of installation. The other possibility here is that concrete pad back here may not have been poured nicely, or the foundation underneath it wasn't compacted right, and it settled. And because of that weight bearing down the pipe, it could have actually shifted the pipe and started to pull it apart. It's they might not be related, but when you start seeing those things next to each other like that, it's not uncommon for them to be connected.